So 10 minutes to go. If anyone wants to join in with a chat before the game gets started, you're quite welcome to do so. 10 minutes or so before the kick-off. So there's plenty of time to get involved. Let us know if you haven't got anything to say about two teams. Just give us a score prediction. Excuse me while I have a mouthful of water. Come here, Molly, come here. Come here. Little friend here who wants to sit with me for the moment, so before the game gets started, why not? I'm a bit pushed for time. I was a bit rushed getting this all started, so but we're away now, just about all done. Game has not kicked off yet. The players are not in the tunnel, so we've still got plenty of time. I'm just going to bring in the first half score before we get going. There, I'll just get that set up. There, so we're all ready to go now. Not so bad after all. So we are looking forward to a good game here. Basically, can Arsenal hang on to the coattails of Liverpool? Let's see what the tables show us at the moment. Arsenal 16 points behind. 2 games in hand, this is one of them. So they could get it back to 10. It's still a long way behind, but they've got to keep some pressure on Liverpool. And the only way they're going to do that is by beating Manchester United today. If they lose this, I mean, we're probably saying that I still think that the Premier League is finished, basically. I think Liverpool have run away with this title. The places for Europe are still to be decided, so there's still a bit of a fight going on there. But down at the bottom, the 3 teams that are in the bottom are not going to get out of it and are doomed. So we're only looking at the Champions League spots to be decided, really, in the Premier League. That's what I think, anyway. I mean, if you think differently, you can soon let me know. Join in the chat. If you can, it'll be good to see your opinions. We can discuss them before the game gets started. We're only 7 or 8 minutes away from the kick-off. I think it means so much to Arsenal, this game, with regards to the Premier League title aspirations. I think they're probably going to win this. I think that Manchester United are just so inconsistent at the moment. Arsenal in the last 6 games have won 3, drawn 2 and lost 1. Pretty average if you're chasing the league. As for Manchester United, they've lost 3, drawn 1 and won 2, so that's even worse. And because of that reason, I'm going today for an Arsenal win. 2-0 is what I think. What do you think? It's been a lovely day. The first game, the Leeds game, was played in beautiful sunshine. Looks like the ground in Manchester, Old Trafford, is bathed in shadows now as the sun's gone down behind those big stands. So it should make things a bit easier for the players to see without the sun in their eyes. So yeah, 2-0 I think to Arsenal. The sprinklers, well, let's say sprinklers, they're huge spray things that go all over the ground. They're going to make it nice and slick for passing on the top there. So we'll just wait for the game to get going now, 5 minutes away. If you want to get involved in the live chat, you can do. Be nice to see what you think as the game's going on. Or if you just want to put a score prediction in, please do. If you're not a subscriber, please do just nip across to the channel and hit that subscribe and the like button, the notification bell, because there's plenty of games going on this weekend. There's a game tomorrow night that we'll be doing, the West Ham game. I think it's... Let me just have a look at the scores and fixtures over the next few days. So we'll go to tomorrow. Newcastle and West Ham should be a good game, so I'll be doing that live. And then I think there's some championship games as well. So I'll just take a look at them. So there's a game tomorrow that I'm going to do. So you want to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Tuesday there's some good games. Just looking at which one I fancy doing on Tuesday. Sheffield United and Bristol City looks a good game. And then it'll be Leeds and Millwall on Wednesday. And then Leeds away at Queen's Park Rangers next Saturday. The teams are in the tunnel now, so there's plenty to go at over the next week. So, like I say, hit the notification bell and you'll be kept fully informed of what games are coming up. But for now, we'll concentrate on the Premier League. Teams just beginning to emerge from the tunnel. Another big crowd at Old Trafford, as you would imagine. Even in such an ageing stadium like that, Manchester United have no problem filling it. Man United in their usual red shirts, white shorts and black socks. Arsenal will be in a change strip, blue shorts, white socks, and it's like a white shirt, I think, underneath. They've got the training tops on at the moment, so I'm not quite sure, but it looks like it. I've seen that kit before. Garnacho, once again in the side, despite the fact that it's been touted that they want to sell him, he's doing his bit for the team, which is great to see. Just go through the two teams again. It's Onana in goal, De Ligt, Yoro and Lindelof, with Mazraoui, Eriksen, Casemiro, Dalot, Garnacho, Fernandes and Zirkzee up front. For Arsenal, it's Raya and Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Odegaard, Partey, Rice, Ranieri, Marino and Trossard. So that's the two teams. Casemiro looks like he's going to be one of the ones who's going to lose his place at Manchester United come the end of the season, along with Eriksen, I would imagine. A couple of others as well. Not in the side today, though. Arsenal struggling up front are going to hope that Marino is going to get them a few goals, while the usual strikers are getting themselves fit again. Ranieri is looking good at the moment, so you may see him amongst the goals after his performance against PSV the other night. which everyone was raving about. Lewis Skelly on the bench after his couple of sending offs and a near sending off against PSV. Teams just coming together for the huddle. We are at kick-off time, so yeah, it's a bluey, purpley, turquoisey sort of top. It's a mixture of different shades of blue is Arsenal's top. But we're only a minute or so from kick-off. The two managers come together, handshake, plenty of respect there, as you would expect. Two teams in the huddle now. As Take Me Home Country Road goes around Old Trafford. Looks like the kick-off might be Arsenal. Arsenal in their change kit. Arsenal kicking from left to right in this first half. Whistle goes, and away we go. Ball from Raya has gone long. De Ligt hooks it away. Xerxes battling for it. Commits the foul. He's battling with either Gabriel or Saliba. Rice plays out to the left. Gets it back, does Rice. Goes back to Rice and eventually goes back to Raya. Ball's played to Trossard in the middle, flicked inside. Rice again. Odegaard on his left foot gives it to Rice. Comes back inside. Arsenal working it across to the right to Timber. Timber goes to Nwaneri. He comes back in on his left foot. Gives it to Odegaard. Timber gives him it back. Odegaard feigns to come inside and then gives it back to Timber. Into the box, but it was cleared away, but it's only cleared for a throw. I was waiting for it to see where it went out for a corner, but it didn't. It just went the wrong side of the flag. So Timber's going to take this throw from right next to the flag on this near side, the right-hand side of Arsenal. It's played in Nwaneri. Back heel to Timber, but Timber's dispossessed. It's played away there by Dalot. Xerxes gets it from Eriksson, but lost possession. And in midfield, Rice has it. He plays out to the right-hand side. Timber to Nwaneri. Tries to go past Dalot. Dalot sticks with him. He has to check inside. Back onto his left foot. Lays it back to Timber. Timber inside to Partey. Odegaard plays it inside. Marino tries to get a ball inside for the run of Rice, but it's just over his foot and it skips through to Onana. Yoro under pressure, close to his own goal line, gets it inside Dalot. Dalot's clearance is blocked. It's going to come into the middle of the box, and there's a chance here. Didn't quite fall to Marino. Onana was quick off his line and dived on the ball before Marino could get on top of it. It's De Ligt. De Ligt has got to go back to Onana. Got to left to Yoro. Dalot further forward. Eriksen gets it. Plays it inside to Fernandes, who gives it back to Eriksen on the halfway line on the left-hand side. Zexi lays the ball back. Casemiro on the halfway line. Goes across to the right-hand side. Mazraoui. Calafiori holds him up. It goes all the way back to Lindelof. Across to Yoro. Yoro gives it to Dalot on the left. On his right foot, he puts a cross in early that's volleyed away. Quite a long way away as well. Yoro has to go back halfway inside his own half to retrieve that clearance. Plays it across to Lindelof. Yoro gets it back, gives it to Onana. Onana's going to go out to the right. De Ligt. De Ligt goes back to Lindelof. Lindelof comes across to Yoro. Yoro first time to Dalot. Dalot to Eriksen, but Eriksen can't keep it in. Saliba was close to him, and Timber's going to take the throw on the halfway line. Timber's thrown it straight to, was it Garnacho, who was fouled as he went to get the ball. It's Partey who just caught him. It was a 50-50 ball, but a foul and no more. Garnacho's up and away on his feet already. Free kick that Eriksen's going to take. It's only just inside the Man United half by about 10 yards. So he's got a long way to go. He's going to float one into the penalty area, I would imagine. Which he does. It's a bit straight though. And it beats everybody over the top of Casemiro and skips out for a goal kick. Rice tugging away at Casemiro there, his arms round him. Risking it if he's going to be doing that all the time. Header is by Lindelof. Zex is chasing the ball down, but he can't get there before Timber. Timber gets it to Partey. Goes all the way back to Raya. Odegaard plays it back to Raya. Raya gets it out to the right-hand side now. Bit of space for Marino. He's running forward on the inside right position. Plays it across. Rice to Odegaard. Rice makes the run, gets it on his chest. His good chance of a shot is taken off him. And Onana has to be out again there as Trossard was closing in on the loose ball. Arsenal certainly dominating these early exchanges. Comes out to Yoro on the left. He's galloping forward. Then tries to give it to Dalot. It was a 5-yard pass and he put it out. Throw is taken quickly by Timber. Arsenal have it on the halfway line. It's Timber again. Thought he was going to get it back there from Slee, but it didn't. He went the opposite way. to Gabriel. It's gone back to Saliba. Played inside. Raya, who drives it forward down the left-hand side. Trossard battling for it with Mazraoui. Mazraoui got the touch, but it's kept inside though. Partey gives it to Odegaard. Looking busy, Odegaard. To the left. Saliba gives it back to Gabriel on the halfway line. Inside, Partey gets it back, does Partey, just in the centre circle, moving across to the right. Timber now gives it back to Odegaard. Odegaard running through the middle, gets a 1-2 off Rice. Still there, Odegaard. Opens up. Merino, and he's dragged his left foot shot wide of the left-hand post. That's a great opening for Arsenal there. Thought he was going to stick it in the back of the net. It opened up right in front of him. And he dragged it. I thought he was going for the far corner. That was one of my immediate instincts as he was about to hit the shot, but he's dragged it. Not missing any play. Yoro is down, receiving attention for some reason. Problem with his left ankle by the looks of things. No, it's not. It's his right ankle. Substitute is warming up. Yoro looks like he's okay. He's going to have to spend 30 seconds on the sideline before he can come back on. But he's walking okay. He's not limping or anything. Onana with the goal kick long to the left, but it's going to float over everybody. It's a poor one by Onana to just drill it straight out for a throw. Arsenal coming down the right-hand side again with it. Odegaard feeds it to Wanyeri, coming in on his left foot again. Plays the ball inside, but it's too far past everybody. It's picked up by Garnacho. He lays it off, gets the ball back, galloping down that right-hand side. He's got Mazraoui in support. Gives it to Garnacho. Garnacho looks like he handballed it as the original pass just bounced up in front of him and he tried to hook it back round him with the use of his arm. It's taken quickly by Saliba. Given to Timber, back to Saliba, back to Raya. Manchester United have got a high line. Zexi just looking to put a bit of pressure on Raya, then puts his foot through it. It's headed by De Ligt. Plays it back to Lindelof. Yoro is dropping even deeper for the ball off Onana, who has the ball now. Onana thought about giving him it, and then saw it was being closed down, so it goes long over the top of Zexi, who goes down in the centre circle. No foul. Rice comes short for it to the halfway line and plays it out to the right. Timber's going to go back. Gives it to Saliba. Rice has it now. Plays it to Odegaard. He's got Nwaneri in front of him. Gives it to Timber. Timber back to Odegaard. Odegaard into the box. Goes for the run of Timber, but it's cut out. And Eriksson completes the clearance. It's played back to Raya eventually by Gabriel. Comes across to Saliba on his right-hand side. Odegaard's going to take over. Odegaard was almost sold a bit short there by Calafiori, but he's got away with it. It's Partey. Time, but not the space. Rice gets it across to Timber. Timber checks inside, gives it back to Rice. Back to Timber. Nwaneri. Nwaneri checks, goes back. Odegaard. Odegaard back to Saliba. Nwaneri, but he couldn't turn and it's been nicked off him, and Manchester United are looking to hit on the break of Garnacho on the right-hand side. He's into the box on his right foot. He has a shot, but he's dragged it wide. In fact, it hasn't even gone out and it's been kept in by Zirkzee. Goes back to Dalot. Yoro. Lindelof, back to Yoro. Dalot again. Casemiro tries to get a 1-2 with Zirkzee, but doesn't come off, and Manchester United have given the ball away. Nwaneri wins the throw just inside the Manchester United box, half. It's quickly taken and given to Odegaard by Timber. Gabriel gives it to Partey. Gets it back to Gabriel. Back to Partey. Chips the ball forward looking for a run. Marino can't bring it in. Pinched by Casemiro. Lost again though. Fernandes lost it. Rice going across to the left-hand side. Calafiori gets a cross in. It's blocked by Mazraoui and it's a corner. We're now dangerous. Gabriel is from corners. Rice is going across to that left-hand side to take it right-footed in swing. You're getting the bird from the Manchester United crowd. It's about to be taken. And it comes. It's a good one. It's punched away by Onana, not so far, just to the edge of the box. Picked up by Odegaard. Gets it out to the right. Partey plays it into Nwaneri. Gets it back. Partey has got a chance to put a right-footed cross in, and he does. It's a good cross. Headed away by Zirkzee. Picked up at the opposite side by Rice. Floated into the box again. Trossard, who was looking for Partey. Thomas Partey lets the ball run out for a throw. On this near side. Leaves it to Timber. Timber still with the ball in his hands. He eventually gives it to Rice, gets it back, does Timber, goes back down the line. Nwaneri. Zirkzee battling for it with Saliba, but it's a throw to Arsenal. Arsenal really dominating these early exchanges. Possession-wise, anyway, I mean, as far as chances go, there's not been much at the moment. Odegaard has the ball taken off him. Manchester United looks to move it quickly in midfield. Garnacho on the right, set away. His cross is headed away. And Declan Rice, left-footed, clears it even further to the halfway line. Bounces. It's pulled down by Lindelof. So he thought Marino, but nothing given. And Yoro is coming away with it. He gives it to Eriksson, back to Yoro the Zorro. It's back to Lindelof, out wide to Yoro. He plays it inside to Eriksson. His tight is there, and eventually it has to go back to Onana. Eventually, Onana goes long. Zexi tries to lay the ball off, but he just gives it to Declan Rice, and Arsenal resume possession again. It's Gabriel. Plays it inside to Rice. He's got support on the left-hand side with Calafiori. Calafiori has it now on the edge of the left-hand side of the box, but has to come out and across. Partey has it now. Partey's going to come across the right. Odegaard with a chance to shoot, and he hits a low-footed shot, but didn't really get much pace behind it. Onana just flops down to his left and makes a comfortable save. Onana plays it out to the right. It's De Ligt. De Ligt has it back. Yoro to Dalot. Dalot just plays it inside. It's a speculative pass, and Arsenal have picked it up. Partey turns one way, goes the other. Timber. Nwaneri across to the back. Nobody there. Offside given anyway. Onana's about to take this. Noticeable that Manchester United are not playing these short goal kicks. They're going long. Maybe fearful of the Arsenal press, but goes up in the air. Headed by Casemiro. Dalot battling for it, but he's lost out to Marino, who comes away with it. Declan Rice in the centre of midfield. Moves out to the left to Trossard. Trossard is held up by Mazraoui. Has to come across the field to get away from Mazraoui. Saliba to Gabriel. Back to Saliba. Ball's being played in front of the Manchester United defence. Comes out to Nwaneri. Odegaard now inside right position on his left foot. Marino gets it out. Don't know how he managed it, but it got to Timber. Saliba. Gabriel goes across to Calafiori. Calafiori almost brought down by De Ligt, but he managed to get away from him. Rice wants the ball back in midfield, didn't get the ball back. He's going to go across to Timber. Timber now gives it to Rice. Odegaard on this right-hand side again. Plays it inside. Timber. Past two challenges, then goes back out again. The ball's deflected out. Odegaard. Moving in front of the defence of Manchester United without making any progress forward. It's Calafiori now. Played inside to Odegaard now. He tries to get Marino in. Goes all the way through to Onana. Euro has it now. Ericsson. Ericsson goes back to Euro. Lindelof across to De Ligt. De Ligt goes cross field looking for Dalot. It drops right on his toe end. It's well played by De Ligt. Inside for Bruno Fernandes to Xerxes. Fernandes out to Ericsson. Right footed now. Gets a crossing from the left hand side. Garnacho brings it in on the edge of the penalty area on the right. Tries to go down the line. It's held up. Now De Ligt goes in. His cross is just a bit too high over Xerxes. And it rolls out on the opposite side for a throw in. Throw in's going to be taken by Timber eventually. Arsenal in no hurry to get the game moving again. Rice hooks it clear. Not far clear though. Headed in by Casemiro. Casemiro again trying to put pressure on. They've given it away as Arsenal. So collision in midfield between an Arsenal and a Manchester United player, and they're both down. Referee stops the play. It's Mourinho. Did I say it was De Ligt as well? Both players sat up, so looks like they're going to be okay. De Ligt has got himself back in position anyway, so he's okay. Looks like Marino's okay as well, so this kick's taken by Saliba out to the left-hand side. Calafiori did well to get the ball through. So from Marino, he's inside the box. He turns and lays it back to the edge of the box. Declan Rice lays it back. Thomas Partey had a shot from outside the box. It was a bit half-hearted. And eventually there's an offside given. Zex is beaten to the ball. It's headed forward. It's Marino. Tried to keep it in, but it ran out for a Arsenal throw on the near side, the right-hand side for Arsenal. Not been so exciting so far. It's thrown in. Goes back. It's almost cut out there by Garnacho. But it actually eventually gets through to Gabriel. He plays out to the left-hand side to Trossard now. Just trying to beat Fernandes to the cross, but Fernandes is having none of it and manages to block the cross at the expense of a corner. Corner comes in, right-footed in swinger. There's nobody challenging Onana as he makes an easy catch. He gets to the edge of his box, wants to release it quickly, and his kick is poor. Went directly at Saliba, who fed Rice, and they're back on the attack again at Arsenal. Goes out to Partey, out to Odegaard. He turns and gives it back to Partey. Partey goes back to Saliba. Saliba to Gabriel. Gabriel back to Saliba. Odegaard on the right-hand side. Left-footed. Turns back inside. Gives it to Gabriel on the halfway line. Back to Saliba. Saliba goes out to Marino. Marino gives it back to Partey. Partey tries to flick on over the top, and he does. Nwaneri was there. I think the ball bounced up in front of Nwaneri and hit his handball. Handball's given against him anyway. He was onside. To see how the ball bounced. Can't see from behind him. We'll see a better view of it now. Yeah, it brought the ball down on his thigh, actually, and it went off from his thigh onto his hand, which just nudged the ball forward. Unfortunate. Another Onana goal kick floats out for a throw. That's poor by Onana again. Got to keep the ball in. Raya has the ball now. Saliba there. Gives it back to Raya. Eriksen's going to close him down. Raya drives it up to Nwaneri. Does well. Gets it across to the left-hand side. There's a bit of space now. Calafiori in the inside left position. Plays a ball through to Marino at the back post, but it was hit too soon and too hard. And Marino couldn't catch up with it, and it went out for a goal kick. Yeah, it was 3 yards in front of Marino and skipped away from him. Onana's kick stays in this time. Big cheer from the crowd. Almost fed by Marino to Nwaneri. Goes back to Odegaard. Odegaard, Partey. Saliba back to Partey. Odegaard lays it off to Gabriel. Gabriel gives it back to Odegaard. Plays a little ball inside to Rice. He feeds Calafiori on the outside. Calafiori thought about the cross, turned, played it inside to Trossard. He sold Rice a bit short, but Rice got it back to his... Yeah, there's a chance here for Arsenal. Trossard has a shot. Right-footed. Looking from the far corner. Didn't get the curl on it, and it goes wide. Let's see how wide it was now. I don't think it's that wide. Onana looked to be... Yeah, it was a couple of yards wide. Onana didn't seem to be scrambling across the goal. I think he knew it was going wide. Zirkzee is beaten to the ball again. Onana goes long again, left-footed. It's headed inside by Dalot, but there's nobody there in the centre-forward position, and it's picked up by Saliba. Was it Saliba? No, probably Gabriel. Comes out to Odegaard now on this right-hand side. Rice lays it out to Nwaneri. Back to Odegaard. Gabriel tries to chip on in for the run of Calafiori, but it's headed away. Garnacho has it now. He lays it back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui in a lot of pressure. Plays the ball down the line for Zirkzee. He lays it back. It's played inside to Fernandes. Good one-touch football from Manchester United here. Yoro gets it out to Dalot. Back back to Fernandez. Across the halfway line. Plays it inside to Ericsson. Gets it ball back. There's Fernandez. And Fernandez's ball through to Xerxes was cut out. And Arsenal on the counter. Inside to Odegaard. Odegaard to Timber. Back to Odegaard on the edge of the box. He tries to flick on inside. Trossard couldn't bring it down, couldn't reach it, and it ends up in the arms of Onana. He can't have been far away from getting a touch on it. Garnacho on the right-hand side now. Fernandez. Fernandez goes to the left. Dalot plays it inside immediately to Ericsson, gets it back from Ericsson. Goes back to Yoro. Ericsson back to Yoro. Ericsson. Lindelof goes across to the right-hand side to De Ligt. It's Lindelof. Tried to play it inside, but he's had the ball nicked away from Casemiro. Ranieri. Marino. Odegaard. Got a chance of a left-footed shot. It's blocked by Ericsson. Partey picks the loose ball up. Marino. Ranieri. To Rice. Back to Rice on the edge of the box, right-hand side. Tries to put a cross in. It's deflected up. Headed away somewhat by Lindelof. Dalot has it. He's under pressure from Trossard. And the ball goes out for a throw. Manchester United throw. Headed on by Fernandez. Xerxes has lost the ball. Rice took it off him. Played back inside. Ball goes forward. And then it's played back to the halfway line for Gabriel. He comes across to the right to Partey. Partey to Ranieri. Tries to go around Dalot. He does, though. He gets his cross in and it's headed away. Well headed away as well. Lindelof, I think. No foul on Xerxes. The referee says play on. Saliba. Odegaard lost the ball. Fernandez plays the ball early for the breaking Garnacho, but he can't get there. And Arsenal play out well, and the crowd are getting a bit impatient with Manchester United. Partey. Cross to the right to Odegaard. Seen a lot of the ball is Odegaard in midfield there. Marino. Ranieri. Ranieri gets it back in the edge of the box. He's got plenty of people around him. And eventually, he's outnumbered. Arsenal wing it back again. It's back with Ranieri. And then Odegaard. Odegaard runs away from Ericsson across the pitch. Goes back to Saliba. Saliba goes across to Gabriel on the halfway line. Back to Saliba. Saliba crosses the halfway line. Plays it inside. Gabriel goes out wide to Calafiori. Back to Odegaard. Looks like Rice might have been taken out there, but the referee says there's nothing. Play goes on. Odegaard lays it out to Timber on the right side. Gives it back to Odegaard. He comes back inside. More central. Ranieri has it now. Gives it to Odegaard. Tries a cross that's flicked onto Calafiori. Declan Rice had a pass to Trossard there that he could have given. Instead, he's pushed it past him too much, and it goes out for a goal kick. Onana getting the bed as he comes to take another goal kick. Can he keep it in play? It's coming across to the left. Heads are up. Arsenal win it. De Ligt plays it forward. Zek is beaten to the ball by Partey. Rice lays it to Calafiori on the left-hand side. Calafiori gets it to Gabriel. Timber coming down the right-hand side now. Cuts inside. Gabriel gets it back. And it's Partey. Calafiori. Trossard. Gabriel gives it back to Trossard. Gets it back to Gabriel. Odegaard gets out to the right. Saliba gets out to Timber. Lets it run to Ranieri. The flag goes up. Offside. Ball goes long. Headed away. Dalot picks the loose ball up. Lays it back to Yoro. Fernandes tries to go through, but he's dispossessed. Marino got a bit of space in front of him. Yoro's got his hands on him. Yoro's left behind. Eriksen gets in the way of the pass from Marino. And it goes all the way through to Onana. Onana lays the ball down at the feet of Lindelof. De Ligt plays it inside. Lindelof gets the ball back. Eriksen comes short for it. Gives it back to Eriksen. Lindelof gets it back from Eriksen. Yoro goes back to Onana. Onana goes to the right. De Ligt deep in his own half. His clearance is deflected up into the air. Odegaard comes away with the ball. Partey. Cross to Timber. Timber to Partey to Odegaard. Back to Odegaard. Goes past Eriksen. Turns back for a second go. Rice. Out to Calafiori on the left. Calafiori gets a cross in early. Deflected high. Lindelof clears it away. And then Zirkzee is fouled from behind by Partey. Fernandes there saying that Thomas Partey hit him with an elbow. It was a bit of an arm across the chin. He's gone down as Zirkzee like he's been shot. You've got to be a man about it and get up from those chances. It's part of the game. Zirkzee's still down. So the game is halted at the moment. So you've got the chance to hit a subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, or a like button. Get a comment in. Let us know what you think about what you've seen so far. It's been pretty tepid, to be honest. All the possession has belonged to Arsenal, and Manchester United have been reduced to trying to hit on the break. And they've not been very successful at that. as we enter the last 2 minutes of this first half. There may be a few minutes of added time. There's been a couple of injuries so far, but it can only get better, surely. Players taking the chance to rehydrate while Xerxes gets his attention. Not missing anything at the moment. The game is still stopped. Xerxes just been helped to his feet now. Looks like he's going to be okay, as we've probably thought. But the referee's saying to him, "You've been down. You've got to go off for 30 seconds." Interesting stat that it's been 12 games since a centre forward for Manchester United has scored a goal. So that tells you everything about this Manchester United team at the moment. They've got centre forwards that are not Premier League class, if the truth is known. Gary Neville saying that Manchester United have been a non-entity, and they've been bit part players, haven't they, really? Dalot going for a ball there, it's gone over everybody's head. It's cleared over the top of Merino on the halfway line, laid back by De Ligt to Onana. Onana's going to drive one forward again, out to the right-hand side. Mazraoui couldn't win it. Garnacho, though, is brought down on the edge of the box. Trossard, I think, and Trossard gets a yellow card. Yeah, it was a foul. Did deserve the yellow card. Trossard there. And this free kick is 5 yards outside the 18-yard box. It's just to the right of the goalpost as we're looking straight down. So there's not much angle to work with to get a good free kick in here. Fernandes is over the ball, though. He's going to take it, as you would expect. But he's not produced anything so far in his first half. So can he produce a bit of magic now? Like I say, no angle to work with. So is he going to go straight for goal? Takes 2, 3, 4 steps backwards. The referee's telling the wall to stay where they are. Whistle goes. Fernandes with the free kick. Comes up now, goes for goal, and puts it in the back of the net. What a free kick. The magic that Manchester United want to see in Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes has produced it. Just need to see what happened there. Did he get it up above the wall and down? That's really got the crowd going. Bruno echoes around Old Trafford. There it goes. Yeah, just got it over the top of the... Over the top of the wall and into the back of net. He got it easily up and down. And the wall jumped and still didn't get anywhere near that ball. And Raya can't get on across to that one. If it goes over the wall and it's on target, it's a goal. They're just questioning how far the referee pushed that wall back. We might see at half time, but the fact of the matter is that Arsenal are up, are down a goal after dominating all that play. With 4 minutes of added time, Throw out on the far side to Arsenal. Calafiori. That's a real blow for Arsenal, having dominated this game without really looking like they were going to put anything in the back of the net. Raya drives one forward. Headed away by De Ligt. Flicked on by Mazraoui. Brought in by Rice. Tried to get Odegaard away, but it was just too far in front of him. Yoro looks like he's injured there. Makes an interception and puts the ball out for a throw. It's taken quickly there by Partey. Given back to Saliba. Across to Gabriel in the centre circle. Ranieri on the right now, got a chance to attack Dalot, and he does do. Dalot sticks to his guns and blocks the cross at the expense of a corner. Can Arsenal get back on level terms before the break? It should be last attack of this half because time is up. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Odegaard to take it. Can he produce some quality? Cross comes in now. Flicked on. There's nobody at the back post there as it was flicked through a crowd of players. It comes away with Fernandes. And the whistle goes for half-time. Zex is running straight at the referee to give him a mouthful until Fernandes stopped him. And there we have it at half-time. Who would have believed that Manchester United was going to take the lead? Opportunist goal from a quite beautiful free kick by Fernandes that's given Manchester United the lead. But apart from that, it's just papering over the cracks that Manchester United have been poor and Arsenal have dominated the game without really looking like scoring. So it wasn't the best of first halves, but we've had a goal. Let us know what you think in the chat. Get involved in the chat now while we're at half time. What you think to that game? Manchester United look quite a poor side, and to be fair, Arsenal don't like that they're good enough to chase down Liverpool for this league title. And being a goal down, it's just handing it to Liverpool, isn't it? Half time, we'll go through the scores from all the football today. In the Premier League, it's Chelsea beat one of the bottom clubs by a goal to nil. Mark Cucurella goal on 60 minutes. Would you believe that? How many goals does he score per year? Cucurella wins it for Chelsea. We go to Tottenham 2, Bournemouth 2. So Tavernier and Evanilson for Bournemouth. Sarr and Song Heung-min with a penalty in the 84th minute. So actually Bournemouth were 2-0 up. And Tottenham managed to drag it back, a point each. Doesn't really much difference to either side's season at the moment. We'll look at the league tables and just see where that leaves Bournemouth and Tottenham. Chelsea remain in fourth position on 49 points, just a couple of points behind Nottingham Forest in third. Manchester City dropped down to fifth position now, which isn't even a Champions League spot at the moment. We don't know, but at least it's not a Champions League spot at the moment, which would be a disaster for Man City. Brighton Hove Albion just below them on 46, so they're putting the pressure on Manchester City, as are Aston Villa in seventh on 45 points, Bournemouth on 44, Newcastle on 44. So they're all in the mix there. They're all within 3 points of Manchester City in the fifth position. We go down to Tottenham, languishing in 14th position on 34 points. Luckily, that the three basement clubs are getting beat week after week after week. Leicester have lost 5 in a row now. Southampton have lost 4 in a row. And Ipswich has lost 5 out of 6. So Ipswich in 18th position are 6 points behind Wolverhampton Wanderers. And you just can't see them closing that gap down, can you? Not another 6 points. Can't see any of them getting another 6 points. So we go back to this game and just look at the stats for this half. Just see what it says possession-wise. It's got to be dominated by Arsenal, surely. We look at possession stats, and as we thought, it's 67.5% to Arsenal, 32.5% to Manchester United. You won't believe that Manchester United at home, they've been pushed back time after time and have been reduced to just trying to hit on the break, mainly through Garnacho. Expected goals, 0.61 to Arsenal and 0.11 to Manchester United. So, big difference there. Shots on goal. For all that possession, Arsenal have had 6 on target, on goal, not on target. 2 to Manchester United. Shots on target is 2 and 1. Obviously, the one being the goal. Shots off target 2 and 1. So you can see it's been pretty insipid, really. It's not been the greatest of games, but it is where it is at the moment. Analysis on the TV, but they go straight to the goal. That wall does seem to be a long way back because Bruno Fernandes hit a low one over the top of them and into. It didn't even go into the top corner. I wonder how far he was. And David Raya diving to his left was nowhere near it. I just wondered how far back that wall was. Just looking whether it flicked off somebody's head there. Was it Declan Rice? Did it flick off his head? No, somebody's head. Maybe just didn't make any difference. Didn't alter the movement of the ball much. Let's count the distance of the wall here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There's a lot of people thinking this is more than 10. And the referee's marked 10 yards out and put the white line down, and the wall have stood in it, in the white line. 6 foot plus. And then you've got the ability then to get it over the top and get it up and down in time with the pace and that trajectory. I think the pace. It must have been 10 yards then. I think Paul Mason there is saying that Raya, the goalkeeper, was too far to the right. Now, usually the goalkeeper would line his wall up and then stand on, depending on where the kick is, on the left-hand side, on the edge of the wall, or the right-hand side of the edge of the wall. But Raya was stood on the right hand side of his wall, but he was 2 yards further right than that. And that's when the ball was hit over the top of the wall. He couldn't get to it because of his initial positioning. Let us know what you think. If you've watched that replay, let us know what you think about the positioning for that free kick. Was it all wrong? Was the wall too far back? Let me know what you think. Join in the chat now. Comment from Premier League Stats and Facts. Probably what we're all thinking. Poor game so far. Definitely right. Let me know in the chat if you agree. Maybe that goal might just open the game up a bit. Arsenal have got to score. I don't think it's going to change Manchester United's tactics of trying to hit on the break so far. They don't need to. They are a goal up. Just hide that and get the score back on for all the Manchester United fans. There we go. Excuse me while I'm having a bite to eat. A bit hungry. Join us next Sunday for the Carabao Cup final from Wembley. If you want to join us for that, should be a good one. Arsenal against Chelsea next Sunday, 1 o'clock before the big game at 3:30. And afterwards, Leicester versus Manchester United. But the big game is Liverpool-Newcastle. First piece of silverware to be sorted out this year. Looks like Heaven is warming up. The player, Heaven, the Manchester United player. I would imagine, if anything, he's coming on for Euro. Seemed to be limping at the end of that half. Hopefully the players are coming back out again. They've got a measure on that wall, and it was 11.2 yards too far back, so just a yard or two too far back. So the referee's measures were wrong. Heaven is coming on for Euro. I guess that's just a like-for-like spot. Like-for-like swap. The players are out, ready to kick off. I'll just get my timer going for that second half. We are away. Arsenal kicking from right to left in this second half. Odegaard through the middle, gets it across to the left. Trossard just a bit behind him, just caused him to stop the momentum. Goes out to the right. Crosses headed away by Heaven. Saliba does well. Partey to Trossard, hits one from a long way out. It's blocked by Casemiro. Odegaard gets his foot into it. Garnacho almost got in there. Saliba managed to hook it's Gabriel managed to hook his foot around and get out for a throw before Garnacho was away. Mazraoui goes back to De Ligt, across to Lindelof. Heaven goes back to Onana. Onana, left-footed, to the halfway line, looking for Zexi. Zexi goes down again. Can't stay on his feet. Rice plays it inside. Trossard, surrounded by three, has the ball taken off him. Garnacho's away down the right. Mazraoui's with him, plays it inside to Mazraoui, gives it back to Garnacho. Garnacho has a chance to pull it back. It's well played. Timber tracking back, managed to defend the cross at the expense of a corner. No, in fact, it was the throw. Mazraoui's coming across to take this throw. On the near side, the Manchester United right goes back to De Ligt. De Ligt looking to go forward again. The run of Zexi gets it over the top for Mazraoui, who brings it down. Trossard challenging him. Zexi has it, gives it back to Mazraoui. Mazraoui into the box. Odegaard is robbed by Garnacho. Garnacho is going to go for the line again, gets his cross across the box, just on that 6-yard box, but Raya goes down and makes a comfortable save. Gets play back underway again. Party goes across to the right. Nwaneri checks back on his left foot, gives it to Odegaard. Back to Odegaard. Back to Party. Party turns, moves to his left, then goes back to his right again. Odegaard gets the ball on his left foot. Party. Back to Odegaard. Turns away from Xerxes. It's tackled though. Casemiro. Manchester United lost the ball again there, and it's hooked out to the right-hand side. Garnacho can't keep it in. Lindelof. Bit of a panicked clearance. Rice picks the ball up, and this second half is beginning to shape up exactly like the first half did. Timber gets it out to Nwaneri. He's got Dalot with him. Dalot strong in the attack, and Nwaneri's been dispossessed, and then Dalot runs the ball out. Just loses control of it. Possession back to Arsenal. Party. Across to Gabriel, to Calafiori. Gabriel gets it back. Saliba gets it out to Nwaneri. Onto the left foot. Party. Gets it back, this Party, from Timber. Odegaard now. Got a chance to swing a left footer onto the back post. And it's well defended by Mazraoui, who heads it away. Trossard was at the back post, waiting to volley one across back at goal. Second short, Trossard lays it to Odegaard, who hits the ball, swinging away from Onana to the right-hand side. Onana must have just got a fingertip of it, went over the bar. Maybe just touched his glove as it went over. It wasn't going in, but the corner's given. Odegaard from the right-hand side, left-footed in-swinger again. Steps up, plays onto the edge of the box to Declan Rice. And on the volley, the sad-footed volley, he hits it over the bar. He was all on his own, had times to set himself as well, but just couldn't get his foot over the top of the ball to keep it down. Ball goes long, Xerxes can't bring it down. Saliba's too close to him and beats him to the ball. Odegaard on that far side again. Gets the ball through. Timber lays it off to Nwaneri. Nwaneri gets to the byline, gets his cross in, but it's headed away by Lindelof. Another corner. Will be another Odegaard in-swinger. Arsenal have got 5 players at the back of the box, making their way in now as he comes up. Swings it in. There's a free header up there. Calafiori was up there, couldn't make the header, and it's volleyed away. Rice meets the ball. Odegaard tries to keep it in. Didn't keep it in by the sound of it. The referee's whistle's gone. Xerxes was coming away with it, but he'll have to settle for the throw. Manchester United are away. To the back post is Mazraoui. Mazraoui, oh, what a save by Raya. It looked like he was going to side foot it into the back of the net, and he did do, but Raya got his right leg to it and deflected it past the right-hand post. Great save. I think Mazraoui just needs to put a bit more pace on that ball. It's a great save, though. Off his right shin and past the post. Keeps his team in it, Raya. Corner. So Eriksen's going to take it from that right side, the left foot side, the right foot this way. It's taken short to Fernandes, given back to Eriksen. Eriksen tries to swing on in. It's low and cut out before it gets anywhere. Then the ball out by Ranieri is picked up easily by Fernandes. Fernandes goes all the way back to Onana. Nana plays it out to the right to Mazraoui. He can turn and come forward. He's got plenty of space in front of him down this right-hand side. Don't want to really run into it. Gives it to Garnacho, has to come back and turn, gives it to Mazraoui. Goes to De Ligt. Lindelof plays it inside to Eriksen, to Fernandes to Eriksen. Fernandes back to Eriksen. There's ball through again there. Mazraoui again. But this time, Raya is quickly off his line. Bowls it out to Rice, and Rice can get Arsenal going forward. But runs into a crowd of them. Bruno going in hard. Garnacho. Calafiori taken out again by De Ligt. Crowd like that. Bit of passion in the tackles. Throw to Arsenal. Calafiori goes back. Goes back to Gabriel. Saliba plays out to the right-hand side. It's Partey to Nwaneri. Nwaneri has to come back inside on his left foot. So Partey. Odegaard on the edge of the box. Left-footed. Goes back to Saliba. Comes out to Trossard when it's headed out by Trossard. Saliba goes out wide again. Odegaard gets it. Turns one way and then the other. Nwaneri has to play the ball back out of the box to Odegaard, who puts a cross in. It's headed away by De Ligt, flicked away on the edge of the box by Casemiro, but not too far. Arsenal picked the ball up again with Trossard. Played inside to Odegaard. Back heel is cleared by De Ligt. Raya is on the halfway line to pick that ball up. Saliba to Partey. Declan Rice goes out to the left. Trossard clips one into the box. It's headed away. Down by Garnacho, hooked away. Headed back in. Calafiori, Casemiro, Mazraoui hooks it back out. Trossard brings it down, gives it to Rice. Rice gives it to Partey. Partey gives it to Saliba. Saliba gives it to Timber. Timber gives it to Nwaneri. He has it taken off him by Dalot, and the ball runs out for a goal kick. They're just showing a replay of Marino stamping on Garnacho there. Referee was right on top of it and gave nothing. Calafiori going off. Nwaneri going off. So Nwaneri and Calafiori go off, and Martinelli and Lewis Skelly come on. Ball goes high. Header is one played forward by Eriksson. Free header in the middle. Mazraoui coming away with it. Gets out to the right-hand side to Garnacho. Gets his ball. It's crossed it. Oh, what a save. The ball was deflected into the 6-yard box and Zexi tried to do a back flick past Raya, and somehow he managed to keep it out by trapping it in between his legs. Really keeping his team in it, Raya. He's earning his money today. Yeah, stopped it with his right leg. Almost sat on the ball, but kept it out. That's all that counts. Just got to switch the light on. Give me a sec. You haven't missed anything. The ball's been held up there while I've put the light on. The ball goes out to the right-hand side. Martinelli on the right-hand edge of the box has a shot. But it's cleared away by De Ligt. It was a bit of a scuffed shot by Martinelli. Easy clearance. Corner to Arsenal. Into the 60th minute. Manchester United could have been 3-0 up in the second half by now. Odegaard, I guess, has taken this one. It's going to be another in-swinging corner. Onana punches it away. Not far, though. It comes back into the edge of the box. Odegaard gets the ball on the edge of the box. There's a foul on the edge. Mazraoui. Referee says that he was fouled. It was in and out. Shots blocked all the time. And Mazraoui went to block Gabriel's shot there. And I don't think... I mean, that was a tackle. That was a challenge where sometimes you get a bit of a kick afterwards, trying to block the shot, but I didn't think it was a foul. Onana goes long with the kick. High, looking for Zexi. Zexi's not won a header yet, but the ball's flicked on. Zexi's chasing it, and then he just touches it too far in front of him, and it runs out for a goal kick. Then Zexi throws the ball into the crowd. Referee's going to have a word with him about that. Raya plays it out to the right-hand side. It's played inside by Odegaard. Martinelli is trying to chase it down, trying to get that ball back from the misplaced pass from Odegaard, but it ends up back with Onana onto his right foot to drill it down pitch. Free header. Header is brought onto the chest by Trossard. He goes across to the right-hand side. It's Martinelli again. Gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard has to go back. It's Timber. Gives it to Partey on his left foot. Casemiro gets a tackle in. It's back to Odegaard. Arsenal having to go backwards as Manchester United push out. Gabriel now back to the left-hand side. Lewis Skelly back inside to Rice. Timber to Martinelli on the right-hand side again. Dalot with him, gets his cross in though. It's flicked away by De Ligt at the back post. Garnacho with Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly goes down, fouls Garnacho, and the foul is given. Mazraoui will take this one. Or is he letting Onana to come and cross and take it? Onana takes it, goes long down the line. It's over the top of Xerxes' head. It's headed away by Gabriel, I think. Maybe Saliba. Whoever it was, it's been allowed to go out for a throw by Garnacho. Mazraoui will take it. Into the 65th minute. Mazraoui takes the throw all the way back to De Ligt. There's a foul there. Moreno. Casemiro or Moreno. Free kick to Arsenal. Lewis Skelly plays it to Raya. Raya gives it to Saliba. Saliba coming forward, very central. Has to play the ball to the right-hand side. Chipped forward, looking for the run of Rice. Rice will get it before it goes out for a throw. In fact, he lets it go out because it's a corner to Arsenal. Odegaard was left-footed in-swinger again. Takes it short this time. Martinelli gives it back to Odegaard on the edge of the box. To Trossard. Trossard comes inside on his right foot. Not his best foot, Trossard, and he scuffs it. Goes wide of the right-hand post. Trickles wide, if the truth is known. On his left foot, it might have been a different matter. Onana with the goal kick. Goes long. And straight out. I mean, he did that 3 or 4 times in the first half. It's the first time in the second half, but again, it just hands the possession back to Arsenal. 24 minutes to go. Still 1-0. Coming forward, but they've given it away to Manchester United. Manchester United then let the ball run out for a throw on the far side. Comes across to Lewis Skelly on this left-hand side. And Trossard wide, he gives it to Trossard. Trossard tries to come inside. Gives it to Gabriel. Then back to Trossard. Tries to go right across the right-hand side. Can it be kept in by Martinelli? It can't. And it goes out for a throw just next to the corner flag. Not a bad place for it to be. You can put a bit of pressure on the Manchester United side and see if you can get them to surrender pressure deep in their own half. Dalot throws it long. It's headed back. It's going to go out for a throw to Manchester United, and they've gone about 15 yards forward, so beginning to move forward, get out of their own half. Dalot again with a throw. Xerxes working hard for it. Lost control of it and lost the ball. Lewis Skelly in the half, in the centre half position. Gives it to Rice, gets it back. Lewis Skelly, very central. Gives it back to Rice on the left. Rice has got Trossard and gives it to Trossard. Goes back to Gabriel. Lewis Skelly in his centre forward, but he's brought down on the edge of the box by De Ligt. Very central position as well. Well, they're just saying there that De Ligt actually didn't touch Lewis Skelly. He just threw himself to the floor. And Gary Neville calls it very clever. I call it cheating, personally. Just waiting to get that wall in position. Bruno Fernandes is still complaining about it. But the Arsenal players, because it's their free kick, can stand wherever they want. They don't have to stand 10 yards away from the ball. Mazraoui, Fernandes complaining like mad. Xerxes complaining. Just get on with it. Just get the game moving. Get on with it. Get into your positions and concentrate on the ball. So Odegaard, there's a draft excluder at the back of the wall there. Odegaard's going to take this left-footed. Comes in to take the ball now. Hits the wall. Dalot down the line for Xerxes. Xerxes brings it under control and then plays it straight out for a throw. Another Manchester United player who doesn't look Premier League quality. Arsenal have the ball again on the left-hand side with Trossard, who's coming back in field and across. Gives it to Saliba. Saliba's got a bit of space in front of him there if he wants to use it. But he goes across to Timber. Timber plays it to Martinelli. Martinelli coming back in field. It's Gabriel. Out to Lewis Skelly. Back to Gabriel. To Trossard. Trossard goes down under the challenge of Mazraoui and gets the free kick. Wants to take it quickly, but Garnacho gets in front of it. Looks like Rice is going to take this free kick from left-hand side. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Again, all the Arsenal attackers are right at the back post. 5 of them gathered together. They're all stood in an offside position at the moment. Then they come running forward, getting between the defenders. Ball's flicked away and then cleared by Heaven. It's an appeal for handball here. If there was one, the VAR will be taking a look at it. But at the moment, the play's going on. Martinelli on the right tries to go around Mazraoui, turns back and lays the ball back out. Saliba, Xerxes in front of him, gets it out again. Timber coming across on his left foot. Odegaard, left-footed as well. He's been chased backwards by Ericsson. And he goes all the way back to Raya. The VAR check on the handball is a negative for Arsenal. And play goes on. Timber inside for Odegaard. There's a chance here to get a cross in. That's great defending by Heaven. Slid in front of that cross and stopped it. Cleared away. Ericsson down the line, left-footed. There's no Manchester United player there. Raya brings the ball under control and he's 30 yards out of his goal. Manchester United are camped in their own half of the field. Odegaard again. Timber gets inside the box on his left foot, gets it to the edge of the box, and Rice has scored a cracking goal from the edge of the box. It was laid back by Timber to Rice, and with his right foot, he's hit it across the goalkeeper and into the back of the net on the far post. And Arsenal have got level. Look at that again. Rice is in a lot of space. He pulls his hand out and he hits it first time across the ball and into the far corner. Loads of space there. He's saying, give us the ball, give us the ball. And he hits it first time. And it's passed on Arnon before he can even dive. Yeah, enough the inside of the post. And probably what Arsenal have deserved. With it being Ramadan, the players can come off and rehydrate, the ones that are fasting. And so we're paused here. Substitution, Ericsson going off. Partey's gone off as well for Arsenal. Højlund is on. Collier is on. Get confirmation of substitutions in a minute. So it's Collier for Xerxes and Ericsson go off, and Højlund and Collier come on for Manchester United. There's been an Arsenal substitution as well. Tierney is on, and Partey goes off. Kick off for Manchester United after conceding that equaliser. Ball goes long. Højlund goes up, can't win it. Foul given on Collier though. Martinelli. It's a free kick on the left-hand side, just a few yards in from the touchline. But it's a fair way out. It's a good 30 yards out. I think it might be Fernandes who's putting this one into the box now. Heaven won the header, but it goes out to Garnacho. Garnacho puts a left foot across to the back post. There's a header there. It's De Ligt will play it straight into Raya. Raya's bowled the ball out and given it straight away to Manchester United. Heaven comes away with the ball. Gives it Fernandes. Fernandes chips it in for Højlund. Højlund keeps it in, but he's been forced back out. Collier gets it to Heaven. Dalot to Fernandes. Fernandes coming across. He's going to have a shot from his Fernandes if it opens up. And it does in front of him. Gets it back from Mazraoui. Hits it, but it's a scuffed shot. And it's an easy save for Raya. Goes out to the right to Timber. Timber back to Declan Rice. To Skelly, who's central. Gives it to Gabriel. Gabriel gives it back to Rice. Rice goes across to the right-hand side. It's Timber. Back to Rice. Odegaard. Odegaard puts a ball into the box. Brought in by Martinelli. He's been forced out of the box. He's back to the goal, but he's got his cross in. Marino was heading for it, but is beaten to it, and it's cleared by Heaven. Just over the halfway line, the throw for Arsenal immediately played to Raya. Raya gives it to Declan Rice. He goes across long to the left-hand side, brought down by Tierney. Marino, ball's laid back to Gabriel. Rice, back to Gabriel, going back to the halfway line though, where Raya is, and he gets the ball. Goes out to the right-hand side. Is it Saliba there to Gabriel? Saliba again, goes out to the right-hand side to Timber. Arsenal playing the ball around on the halfway line, not getting anywhere forward at the moment. Saliba coming forward, lays out to the left-hand side. Tierney goes back. It's back on the halfway line. Gabriel, Rice wants it again, gets it. Odegaard over on the far side. Comes inside, Collier following him. Rice gets it, gives it back to Odegaard, who's dropped out. It's Timber. Gives it back to Odegaard. Odegaard plays it inside. Rice tries to lay a ball through, but who he was aiming at, I don't know, because it went straight through to Onana, and there was no Arsenal player within 5 yards of it. Heaven gets the ball from Onana, gives it back to Onana, and Onana's going to go long now into the last 10 minutes. Højlund. You thought that they've gone right through the back of Højlund there. Marino's in now. Martinelli, did he have a shot? It's at the near post, and Onana's covering his near post well and parries it away for a corner. It's not when he had Marino sets the ball away for Martinelli. Now he's got Trossard if he wants to go across goal, but he doesn't. He goes for the near post. He's got to go across goal. The only problem for Martinelli was that his first touch took him a little bit wide and the angle became a bit narrower. But they've got a corner out of it of Arsenal, which Odegaard's going to take. Corner's taken short. Skelly goes down. The referee brings a halt to play. Lewis Skelly and Højlund. And it comes again. It's a free header by Heaven. Flicked on even further by Højlund. Garnacho has only got Højlund with him and about 5 Arsenal players. He waits for Fernandes to get in support. Collier foul for the tackle by Gabriel on Fernandes. Free kick just short of the halfway line. Long one into the box. Casemiro goes down on the edge of the box. The referee's having none of it. It's played back into the back post. De Ligt, but he just couldn't angle his header back across goal, and it floats out for a goal kick. Raya with the ball at his feet, plays it out to the right-hand side. Played across to the left-hand side. Marino's lost the ball. Højlund. Oh, what a tackle by Rice. What a tackle. Højlund was about to put it into the net and somehow Rice hooked his foot around him and got the ball away. Tierney now gets the ball into the box and Trossard scuffs his shot past the near post, the far post. Rice saved his team there. What a tackle. Superb. Rice fully committed. Then Arsenal had a chance at the other end and Trossard scuffed one past the far post. It's end-to-end stuff now. Who wants to win it in the last few minutes? Last 5. Can Martinelli tussling with Heaven? Heaven comes away with it and then Martinelli's fouled him. Gets the free kick. Heaven, who is obviously an ex-Arsenal player, has done all right since he came on. Second half for Euro. Onana's going to take this free kick down the left-hand side, looking for Højlund, but it's one bouncing into the arms of Raya. Raya looking for an out ball somewhere. Look, saying there's a big gap in midfield. Where's nobody filling it? Who can I give it to? He's put the ball on the floor. Højlund's trying to close him down. Ball is played into midfield. Heaven couldn't pick it up. Mazraoui's onto it though, in the middle of centre field. He's coming in on his left foot, gets out wide. Fernandez gets it across. Collier and Højlund is tackled at the near post again before he could slip it in. Game, brilliant defending by Arsenal there. I don't know whether it was Gabriel. How unlucky has Højlund been? How unlucky has Højlund been? 2 fantastic tackles to deny him. But it's a corner on the left-hand side. It's a right-footed in-swinger. In it comes now. And it's an easy catch on his 6-yard box for Raya. Raya wants it out early to Trossard. Trossard trying to get Martinelli through, but the ball just couldn't catch up with him and he's scuffed it. And Manchester United have picked the ball up and they're away down the left-hand side again. Flicked on by Højlund. Heaven tried to take it back in. Handball. Came off his leg onto his arm. We're away again, Marino. Tierney's out wide if he needs him. Gives it to Lewis Skelly. Gabriel to Rice. Man out wide is Odegaard. No, it's not Odegaard. It's Martinelli. Martinelli played it against the defender. The ball rebounded into his arm and the handball is given. Arteta looking desperate now with just a couple of minutes to go. They can't afford to draw this. They need the 3 points. Onana drills it long, looking for Højlund. It's headed away. Looking for Odegaard. Headed away by Lewis Skelly. It's picked up by Garnacho. Coming in on his left foot. Across to the edge of the box. Can he lay it out to somebody? Because he's gone across, all the way across. Bruno Fernandes has given it away. Martinelli's away. Heaven makes a good tackle. Puts it out for a throw on the left-hand side. Fernandez is down holding his left knee shin area. Looks in a bit of pain, but he's getting up. Maybe he can run it off with just 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go, plus any added time. Play goes on. Comes out to Lewis Skelly on this left-hand side. Tierney plays it back to Gabriel. Declan Rice in midfield. Plays it inside to Odegaard. Takes it on his left foot, then turns back the opposite way. Goes out to the right-hand side. Plays a little ball inside. No, didn't give it. The run was made. He's still got it, but he's gone over in that far corner. Collier nicked it off him. Collier gets it back again. Mazraoui now. It's played to Lindelof. Running down the middle now. Gives it to Garnacho. Going across the box. He's looking to hit it with his left foot. He does, but he's just got two underneath it and it goes over the bar. Just leaning back a touch there, Garnacho. He never really got balanced to be able to hit a shot there. He went over the bar, but it was directly at the keeper as well, so you would have expected him to save it if it had been a bit lower. 4 minutes of added time. You were thinking that 4 minutes, one of these teams is going to get one last chance to win this game. Just who's it going to be and can they take it? Heaven wins the header. It goes out for a throw to Arsenal. Declan Rice. So Odegaard has given it to Rice, just on the halfway line now. He spreads it across to the left-hand side. Mazraoui heads it out, and it's cleared even further. Højlund's chasing it. Rayo is well out of his goal. Gabriel brings it down on his chest and then lays it off. Well played to Tierney. Tierney gives it to Lewis Skelly on the left now. He plays it inside to the edge of the box to Højlund. Trossard. Odegaard to the chance of a... Oh no, Martinelli's hit it over the bar from 3 yards out. Martinelli's given us offside, so it saves him his blushes, but put it in the back of the net first, Martinelli, then worry about the offside. Yeah, he is offside there. It was Odegaard's shot that Onana parried back into the path of Martinelli, who hit it over the bar, but Onana should have saved that, should have caught it. Why parry it back out into such a dangerous position? Casemiro lays it out to the left. Cross goes in, but it's a poor one. High, wide and handsome over the bar. Less than 2 minutes to go. Ball's back in play. Arsenal really want this. Raya drives it long down the line. Trying to bring it down. It's Trossard, but he can't. Højlund plays it forward. Garnacho has it. Trying to go around Gabriel. Keeps it in. Gets his cross into the edge of the box. It's well played by Mazraoui. Is there a winner here? Is there a winner? Is it going in? No! How did Raya keep that out? He parried the first shot, but it's still spun behind him, and it looked like it was going to go in, but he got up on his feet and poured it off the line. And that was the chance. It was Fernandez, but it was a great save by Raya. He's made 3 or 4 great saves this second half that's kept Arsenal in it. What a save. Ball's on the halfway line now with Gabriel. He's got Lewis Skelly out. He gives it to Declan Rice. It's Gabriel. Gabriel again plays the ball forward. It's headed away by Lindelof. Lewis Skelly picks the ball up. He's fouled by Garnacho and the free kick's given. See this one again. It's well played here. Bruno Fernandes, his shot is blocked. It went over the top of Raya. It's a good save. And then Raya's up on his feet and paws it away with his left hand before it could go in the back of the net. With time up. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Declan Rice is going to take it. Plays it short. Martinelli going for the byline. Gets his cross into the back post. It's headed back in. Trossard tries to turn and shoot. And at the end, a 1-1 draw. And it was a good second half after a pretty poor first half. Plenty of action. Raya really kept his team in it. Manchester United will take more out of this than what Arsenal did. That Arsenal just fall further behind Liverpool. As we look at the tables now, with just a game in hand, they're 15 points behind Liverpool, and it looks like Liverpool's lead is unassailable now. Just a matter of time until Liverpool win this Premier League now. Arsenal falling further and further behind. They can't keep their challenge up. Thanks to everybody who's watched us through the two games this afternoon. We really do appreciate your support. Before you go, if you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe and the like button. I enjoy what's left of the rest of your day, and until probably tomorrow night, if you can join us then for the 8 o'clock game tomorrow. Take care and we'll see you again soon.